Okay, this is a matchup. This matchup is Russia v. Aztecs, and I am Russia, and Alaron is Aztecs. The map is Andes, plenty of hunts, don't want to kill too many. I'm trying to go early market with a coin start as Russia, which is pretty tough. You have to get a market up, mine enough coin to buy wood, all pretty quickly, because after you can't make a second batch of villas without building a house. So you might want to put 2 villages in the building. I'm just going to put it on fast for this little beginning stuff. See right there, good enough for hunting dogs. It's kind of late to get hunting dogs, but it's okay. Against Aztecs, unless you think they're going to Skull Knight Rush or something like that, you don't really need to worry as Russia about getting rushed too badly. So I'm doing a 17 bill age up because of that. I guess this isn't the wood trickle. See, I can get the first wood cutting upgrade because I had 800 food, and that way when I'm chopping wood to get the blockhouse, it's upgraded as I chop, so it's nice. That saves you like 30 bill seconds, which is pretty good. A little more. Yeah, so I'm building that blockhouse up front, kind of defensive position. Well, pretty, not very defensive, but it's more of a LOS position, so I can see like pretty far out, and it protects that hunt. Because you can take map control with outposts if you are careful. So I just get muskets right out. Gather the wood, start sending 700 wood. I see his explorer, and what I do is I melee it to slow it down and use the muskets to kill it. That's a nice trick, the meleeing of the explorer. You gotta be careful, because sometimes they can walk it back into their base and you'll just end up dying. Building another blockhouse here for that mine and that hunt over there. Yeah, I often like single racks and stable, and then I take a couple trade routes, upgrade them for wood, and that can be pretty good as Russia, because Aztecs are a pretty boomy civ, and you can actually outboom almost anyone as Russia if you take trade posts too. You can outboom British even, and Portuguese is about even in late game even, so. But it is kind of slow, so it's definitely a more, it's definitely not a rush. You can't, the only time you can really win is mid to late colonial at the earliest. So the combo here is Musket Cossack, because Aztecs are pretty weak against that without a good musket unit to counter both at the same time. Because they're heavy infantry, their only counter for cav does lose to musket, so that's the whole point. I mean, Aztecs have a good musket counter though, mace, and so Mace Puma can fight this pretty well, and if they raid with coyote runners at the same time, it can be a challenge. But I think this is definitely the combo to go against Aztecs, if you're a good musket civ like that. So I'm just trying to get a few villas that raided here. I see a couple. I think I take down a couple villas. Yeah, a couple. Yeah, I believe I suicide my Cossack down at the bottom because I run into his army. It's only 4, but it was kind of annoying. And there he comes. I see that he has me outforced, so I am definitely not going to engage with that because that's no guaranteed victory. I don't just want to lose all my Cossack to his Puma, and he's definitely going to win that. So I see a lot of players, they see a bigger army and they say, I don't want to lose my buildings. I might win, this is my best chance to attack, but really, if you're in your own base, you can get units from your buildings and put up a good fight, and you can lose a blockhouse market house. It's not going to make you lose the game. If he's killing your TC when you're aging up, it'll probably make you lose the game. That's a different story. So I'm just getting some Strulettes because he has no cav to kill them, and some more cav because you want a cav light infantry army to beat an army without cav generally. And so you want to keep your Cossack back to avoid pikes and just try and get all his pikes down, and then you charge with your Cossack, and that's how you kill this kind of thing. My Cossacks are really on the wrong side where his pikes are, and it's hard to get around through my muskets, so I'm just really keeping them back. He does lose his Explorer, so he loses his XP bounty, which makes this fight benefit me a lot more. He's kind of just walking around not doing anything, he's just losing a lot of units. So you kind of want to avoid this because you see I'm showing him my army by putting it on top of his Explorer. So for example, if he sees this move towards him, he knows he's going to get attacked, and you don't always want to let that player know. Yeah, so I start aging up. I want to get some cannons, and yeah, cav cannon can be pretty devastating to Aztecs because Aztec cav tends to lose to other cav, and so if you have used that as anti-cav, it's very high offense, along with cannons, which are very high offense. Cav is very good at blocking cav from getting to cannons. It can be very effective. Speed up. Try and make a lot more Strulettes because I didn't see any Coyote the last fight. So I'm really going heavy on the Strulettes. And I'm aging with 17 also. So I get about 50 and then I upgrade them, I believe. And as you can see, both these trade posts are on wood. They're really helping me out a lot. I ship cannons. And then I get with that Strulette upgrade, make some cav archers for my anti-cav. Because I have lots of gold, and so I want to spend it on that. And then I send a couple combats, and then here is the fights. In this kind of fight, generally, once again, just get the Puma down, use your cannons, save your cav for blocking his cav. And this is going really well because his Puma are really focusing on my Strulettes, and they're kind of dying to that. And my cannons are perfectly safe, they're just doing tons of damage. And my cav archers are just eating away at it, so I just coyotes along with my muskets and cav. His Puma coyote can actually do quite a lot of damage to the front line, but you really need to get the surround to do the trick, and you want to get if you're surrounding someone, you want to get that mace on my musket, drag microing that. But yeah, now I'm just going to chase him down. I won that battle pretty badly, and at this point it's basically GG. So yeah, I just chase him down, and then I believe he resigns. Yeah. So I hope that taught you something about how to beat Aztecs. Thank you for watching.